Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about anti-neoplastic agents, lecture 4. Previously we have discussed about 3 lectures of anti-neoplastic agents. In those lectures we have discussed about introduction about cancer and anti-neoplastic agents, that is anti-cancer agents, then classification of anti-cancer agents, and out of different classes of anti-neoplastic agents, we have discussed about 2 classes. They are anti-metabolites and alkylating agents. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about anti-cancer antibiotics, plant products, miscellaneous agents, and synthesis of some anti-neoplastic agents which are given in your syllabus. So, anti-cancer antibiotics. These are the antibiotics which are the drugs that affect DNA synthesis and its replication. That's why they are known as DNA complexers. Right? They bind with DNA and affect DNA synthesis as well as its replication. So, they are known as DNA complexers. They are useful in cancer chemotherapy due to their cytotoxic properties. They cause the toxicity to the cancer cells. They produces the toxicity to the cancer cells. That's why it is believed that these antibiotics have cytotoxic properties, and because of these properties, they are useful for the cancer chemotherapy. They differ from each other in individual capacity to interfere in protein, RNA, and DNA synthesis at various stages. Right? They differ from each other in individual capacity to interfere in protein, RNA, and DNA synthesis at various stages. Hence, they may be given alone or in combination with other anti-neoplastic agents because they have the different capacity to interfere with normal metabolic process, that is DNA, RNA, and protein synthesis. Right? So, according to its capacity or its therapeutic index, they are given alone or in combination with other anti-neoplastic agents. First anti-cancer antibiotic is dactinomycin. It is also known as actinomycin D. Actinomycins are obtained from generally species of Streptomyces. Out of different actinomycins, this actinomycin D or dactinomycin was the first crystalline antibiotic agent to be isolated from both broad culture of Streptomyces chrysomellus and Streptomyces antibioticus. It is bright red crystalline powder. It is soluble in water. It has 2 pentapeptide lactones attached to an aromatic actinosine structure. See the structure of dactinomycin. Here this one is actinosine aromatic structure which is attached to the 2 pentapeptide lactone structure. These 2 are the pentapeptide lactone structures which are attached to this actinosine aromatic structure. This is the structure of dactinomycin or actinomycin D. And mechanism of action of dactinomycin, it is capable of intercalating DNA and binds preferably between guanine and cytosine residues on a single DNA strand. It causes the intercalation. Now what is intercalation? Intercalation is the process in which insertion of the molecule to the adjacent bases in the DNA. In DNA strain, between two adjacent bases, our drug molecule or molecule with similar size is inserted, right, and cause the intercalation, right. So drug, this dactinomycin, it have the capability of the intercalation the DNA chain. So here two adjacent bases, that is guanine and cytosine, right. So specifically dactinomycin bind between guanine and cytosine, right, insert between these two bases in a single DNA strand. That will lead to the DNA elongation, right. One extra molecule of dactinomycin is inserted between two base pair. That's why DNA chain elongation occur, and it will lead to the distortion because of false molecule is inserted between adjacent bases. So it causes the distortion of the normal DNA structure and damage the DNA chain or DNA strand. That will lead to the death of the cell. Then uses. It is useful for the treatment of tumors of testes and uterus. Then it is also useful for the treatment of Kaposi's sarcoma. Kaposi's sarcoma is a cancer that causes lesions in the soft tissue, right? Especially cause lesions in the soft tissue. For example, in skin, lymph nodes, internal organs, and mucous membranes lining the mouth, nose and throat, right? Mucous membrane that lining the mouth, nose and throat. This type of soft tissues are affected in this type of cancer. Then osteogenic sarcoma. It is the cancer of bone. Generally large bone are affected first, right? At the end of large bone, this type of cancer is generated, right? So it is useful in this type of cancer. Then next antibiotic is bleomycin. Bleomycin is one more antibiotic which have the cytotoxic property or have the effect in cancer. So its sulfate salt is a white or yellowish white powder. That means bleomycin sulfate is seen as a white or yellowish white powder. It is soluble in water. Mechanism of action: it binds to DNA and causes scission of DNA by interacting with molecular oxygen and ferrous or cupric ions. The cytotoxic properties of bleomycin are due to fragmentation of DNA. Scission of DNA, that means cutting of DNA, that is fragmentation of DNA. It appears to cause scission of DNA by interfering or interacting with oxygen or ferrous or cupric ions. First of all, drug bleomycin bind with the oxygen, ferrous or cupric ions and produces the free radicals, superactive free radicals, and these superactive free radicals cause the fragmentation or scission of the DNA chain, right? So it damages the DNA and inhibit the synthesis of DNA. Then uses. This is the mechanism which involves the free radical generation and that they damage the DNA. Then uses. Bleomycin is useful for the treatment of carcinoma of head, neck, cervix, vulva and penis. It is also useful for the treatment of Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and germ cell tumors. Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma are related to the lymphatic system, and germ cell tumors. Then anthracyclines antibiotics, which have also cytotoxic effect and useful in the therapeutic approaches of cancer. It is the general structure of anthracycline antibiotics. In structure C, there is a tetracyclic ring, right? Tetracycline ring is present in this structure, right? And one sugar, the amino sugar is present, that is donazamine. This sugar name is donazamine, right? This one is unusual sugar, amino sugar present in this anthracycline antibiotic, right? So two main parts are present in this structure of anthracyclines antibiotics. First one is tetracycline structure, and second one is this amino sugar, which is linked with this tetracycline structure, right? Then see the example of anthracycline antibiotics: doxorubicin, daunorubicin and epirubicin, etc. There is a minor difference amongst the structure of these all anthracycline antibiotics. See, in doxorubicin R1, see different substitution which is varied in different anthracycline antibiotics is denoted by a circle, that is R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5, right, which is denoted in structure. So in doxorubicin, R1 is methoxy group OCH3, R2 is hydroxyl group OH, R3 is hydrogen atom, R4 is hydroxyl group and R5 is hydrogen. In daunorubicin, R1 is again methoxy group OCH3, R2 is hydrogen, R3 is hydrogen, R4 is OH hydroxyl group and R5 is hydrogen. In epirubicin, R1 is methoxy group, R2 is hydroxyl group, R3 is hydroxyl group, R4 is hydrogen and R5 is also hydrogen, right? So there is a minor difference in all these anthracycline antibiotic structure, right? Now this is the mechanism of action for anthracycline antibiotics. These antibiotics have three major activities that may vary with the types of cell, right? And all are maximal in S and G2 phases of the cell division, right? During the cell division, S and G2 phases are affected mostly by these antibiotics. So first one is intercalation of DNA. These drug antibiotics cause the intercalation of DNA. This drug insert non-specifically between adjacent base pairs, as we discussed previous, and bind to the sugar phosphate backbone of DNA. And due to this type of binding, right, binding to the sugar backbone of the DNA, so that causing a local uncoiling, that is unwinding of the DNA strand. As we know that DNA has a helical structure, right? So there is a winding or coiling like structure of the DNA. So this winding or helical structure become uncoiled or unwinded, right, due to this type of binding, and thus blocking the DNA and RNA synthesis as well as transcription. Intercalation can also interfere with the enzyme topoisomerase II, and this enzyme catalyzed breakage of reunion reaction, breakage and reunion reaction, right? Topoisomerase II enzyme is generally useful during the transcription of the DNA, right, which cause the addition of supercoiling or positive supercoiling and negative supercoiling, that is the breakage and reunion of the DNA strands, right, during the DNA transcription, right? So, inhibition of the topoisomerase 2 enzyme lead to the inhibition of this type of transcription process, and which is the unrepairable break, right? So, it will lead to the cell death. Then second one is generation of oxygen free radicals. SBC mechanism of bleomycin, it produces the free radicals, and that free radicals cause the damage into the DNA chain, right? Cytochrome P450 reductase enzyme, which is present in nuclear membrane, and this enzyme cause the reduction of the anthracyclines to the semi-quinone free radicals, right? Enzyme cytochrome P450 reductase cause the reduction of this antibiotic, that is anthracyclines, to the semi-quinone, and this semi-quinone are the free radicals, and this free radical damage the DNA strand and cause the scission or fragmentation of the DNA strand. Third one is binding of cell binding, that is cell membrane, binding of the cell membrane. This action alters the function of transport protease, that is coupled to the phosphodienol inositol activation, right? So this is also interfere with the normal metabolic process, right? So these are the three ways by which anthracycline antibiotics can act or can produce its cytotoxic effect. Example first is daunorubicin. It is obtained from Streptomyces pusarius. Properties: it is orange red hygroscopic or crystalline powder. It is metabolized in liver and converted into hydroxy analog, which further break to the O-glycone molecules and which is excreted in urine. Uses: it is useful in acute myeloid leukemia. Acute myeloid leukemia is a type of cancer of blood and bone marrow with excess immature WBC. In acute myeloid leukemia, what happens? Excess immature WBC produces, and in this cancer of blood and bone marrow occur. Then chronic myelogenous leukemia. It is a slowly progressing and uncommon type of blood cell cancer that begins in the bone marrow. Right? This type of cancer begins in the bone marrow, and it is a rare type of cancer. Then acute lymphocytic leukemia and Kaposi sarcoma. Then doxorubicin. It is also obtained from the Streptomyces pusarius. Properties: orange red hygroscopic crystalline powder. It is given intravenously, right, IV route. It is metabolized in liver into its active metabolite, that is doxorubicinol, and excreted in bile. Uses: it is useful for the treatment of breast cancer, lymphoma, bladder cancer, then Kaposi sarcoma and acute lymphocytic leukemia, right? So it is useful for the different type of cancer. Then next class of antineoplastic agent is plant products. Here herbal medicines are important in the prevention of and as well as treatment of cancer, right? Drugs that is derived from the plants are of great interest, as synthetic drugs has various undesirable side effects. As we know that synthetic drugs have the various undesirable side effects or adverse effects, right? While plant derived drugs, that is plant products, have the fewer or almost no side effects, right? That's why it is preferable over the synthetic drugs when it is effective. cancer cells are susceptible to chemotherapeutic drugs, but this led to the different types of toxicities in the body, right? To avoid this type of problems, nowadays various therapies for the treatment of cancer uses the plant products, and there are 4 types of the plant products that can be used as anti-cancer. They are vinca alkaloids, epipodophyllitoxins, taxanes, and camptothecin derivatives. Here we will see the plant products which are given in your syllabus. So they are vinca alkaloids. Vinca alkaloids are isolated from the periwinkle plant, that is Catharensis roseus, right? From this plant there are different alkaloids can be isolated, right? Out of them, here vincristine and vinblastine are the most commonly used alkaloid in this category, because these 2 alkaloids are most effective as a anti-cancer drugs, right? So out of different alkaloids, vincristine and vinblastine are used. Here structure of vincristine and vinblastine is given by general structure. Here general structure is given, in that different 3 substitution are given, R1, R2 and R3, right? They are varies with different alkaloid from this category. Here we see only vincristine and vinblastine. In vincristine, R1 is aldehyde group, that is CHO, R2 is methoxy group, OCH3, and R3 is COCH3, that is acetyl group. In vinblastine, R1 is CH3 methyl group, R2 is methoxy group OCH3, and R3 is acetyl group, that is COCH3, right? So there is a minor difference between the structure of vincristine and vinblastine, that is at the R1 position. At R1, vincristine has CHO, that is aldehyde group, and in vinblastine at R1 methyl group is present, right? In both cases, R2 is methoxy group and R3 is acetyl group, that is COCH3. Next, mechanism of action. It binds specifically with the tubulin protein present in the microtubules of cells and blocks the mitosis and metaphase stage. Right? These are the stages which are involved during the cell division, part of the cell division, right? And also tubulin protein and microtubules are involved during the this cell division, as well as also provide the support to the structure, right? Generally, tubulin protein polymerizes into the microtubules, and these microtubules provide the support to the structure as well as or shape to the structure, that is the cell, as well as it involved during the cell division, right? It was the segregation of the DNA strands, right? When during the cell division, 2 copies of the nucleic acid are formed, right? So during cell division, it caused the segregation, separation of these 2 copies of the DNA and prefer the cell division, right? So when drug plant products, that is vincristine and vinblastine, bind with tubulin protein present in microtubule, so it blocks the function of microtubules, right? And that's why there is no separation of the nucleic acid, and that's why there is no cell division. That's ultimately cause the inhibition of the cell growth. Uses: they are useful for the treatment of carcinoma of breast and Hodgkin's disease, that is lymphoma. Then useful in the lymphocytic leukemia. It is also useful for the treatment of metastatic testicular tumors. Then another plant product which is useful for the as an anti-cancer drug, it is etoposide. It is semi-synthetic glycoside and it is related to the epipodophyllotoxin. Right? It contains the lactone's ring. Right? It contains the lactone ring. It is the structure of etoposide. Then mechanism of action of the etoposide. See, etoposide form the complex with topoisomerase 2 enzyme. As I said that topoisomerase 2 enzyme involved in the transcription of the DNA, right? So it causes the breakage of the DNA strand, right? That is the scission of the DNA strand, and it will lead to the errors in DNA synthesis in cancer cells, and that helps in apoptosis. Apoptosis is a process of programmed death of the cancer cells, right? So it helps to cause the death of cancer cell. Uses: it is used in the treatment of lung cancer, leukemia and testicular cancer. It is used in combination with bleomycin to treat various types of sarcoma and lymphoma. Miscellaneous agents. First one is cisplatin. See the structure of cisplatin. There is a presence of platinum, which is again attached to the 2 atom of chlorine, that is 2 chloride group and 2 ammonium group, right? And it is a cis type of configuration. Properties. Cisplatin is found as yellowish or orange yellow crystalline powder. It is slightly soluble in water and it should be stored in airtight container and protected from light. It is effective by IV administration, that is intravenous administration, and it is excreted in urine. Then mechanism of action of cisplatin. It damages DNA by cross-linking. Right? It has the similar mechanism of action as alkylating agent. Right? By cross-linking, it inhibits the DNA strands or DNA synthesis. Uses: it is used in treatment of various types of cancer like testicular cancer, esophageal cancer, brain cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, head and neck cancer. Then second miscellaneous agent is mitotan. See the structure of mitotan. It has the 2 aromatic ring which is attached by 1 methylene group, that is CH group, right? And it is a highly chlorine derivative. It has the 4 chlorine atom in its structure, right? Properties: it is white colorless powder having the melting point 171 to 172 degree Fahrenheit. It is less soluble in water but soluble in ethanol, carbon tetrachloride CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride, and isooctane. It is generally given by oral route and it is metabolized in liver into dichlorophenyl acetic acid or its mono and dihydroxylated derivatives, right? They are metabolized in liver into dichlorophenic acetic acid metabolite as well as its mono and dihydroxylated derivatives. Mechanism of action of mitotan is unknown, but it is believed that it modifies peripheral metabolism of steroids, right? It may be modification in the peripheral metabolism of steroids, right? And as well as directly suppressing the adrenal cortex, right? So there is a suppression of adrenal cortex lead to the inhibition of the secretion of steroids hormones which are secreted from the adrenal cortex. then uses, it is derivative of DDT, that is dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane, DDT, right, with anti-adrenocorticoid properties that inhibit the adrenocorticoid hormones, right. So it is useful in the treatment of adrenocortical carcinoma and Cushing syndrome, right. It is useful for the Cushing syndrome also. Cushing syndrome is a condition that occurs from the exposure to high cortisol level for the long time, right. So in Cushing syndrome, what happens? Cortisol hormone, which is secreted from the adrenal gland, is increases, right, and because of high exposure for the long time to the cortisol lead to the Cushing syndrome, right. So in this type of condition, anti adrenocorticoid drugs, that is mitoten, can be used, which suppress the release of or secretion of the cortisol and manage the condition. Then synthesis of some antineoplastic drugs, that is mercaptopurine, right. Here we see the synthesis of the drugs which are given in your syllabus only, right. So first one is mercaptopurine. Mercaptopurine can be synthesized from methylamine and oxirane, right. Methylamine and two molecules of oxirane react with each other and form the intermediate, that is bis 2-hydroxyethyl methylamine. Here this nitrogen is tertiary nitrogen. It has the 3 group attached. One is methyl group and 2 are same, that is 2-hydroxyethylamine, right. So bis word is used for this, right. Bis 2-hydroxyethyl methylamine, and when this intermediate react with thionyl chloride, that is SOCl2, it produces the mechlorethamine, right. Sorry, not mercaptopurine, it is the mechlorethamine, not mercaptopurine, sorry, right, it is mechlorethamine. Next one is mercaptopurine. Here precursor is hypoxanthine, right. Hypoxanthine react with POCl3, that is phosphorus oxychloride, in presence of pyridine. It produces the 6-chloropurine, right, and this 6-chloropurine again react with sodium thiocyanate, right, and it releases the sodium chloride. Next, intermediate, that is thiocyanate derivative of the hypoxanthine, undergoes the hydrolysis, right, in presence of water molecule and produces the mercaptopurine. Next one is methotrexate. It can be synthesized from 2,4,5,6 tetraamino-pyrimidine molecule. Here pyrimidine ring, it has the 4 amino group, that is they are at the 2nd, 4th, 5th and 6th position. So it is 2,4,5,6 tetraamino-pyrimidine react with 2,3-dibromopropionaldehyde. Here 3 carbon aldehyde is present, CH2CHCHO, that is propionaldehyde, sorry, and it is a substituted propionaldehyde. At second and third position to the aldehyde group, bromine atoms are present. So it is 2,3-dibromopropionaldehyde, and methylaminobenzoyl glutamate react with each other in presence of lime water and sorry undergoes cyclization and cause the dehydration and produces methotrexate. Here our topic anti-neoplastic agent chapter is completed. Thank you.